And we'll take a look at that in just a few moments.
All right, while much of the recent snowfall has melted, the snow that we've seen over the past few days, when it comes to snow removal, do you think the city of Erie does a good job removing snow from city streets?
Well, today the mayor's office and the Bureau of Streets held a news conference focusing on just that, reviewing the department's performance following last weekend's storms. And our Tom Kowalski was at that meeting today. So Tom, what's the best way for residents, especially on those side streets, to help plows be more efficient?
Yeah, well, Mike and Eva, as you can probably tell from behind me or, just by looking out the window, there's not a whole lot of snow on the ground right now. And it likely won't be, but with it being Erie, it likely won't be long until we see some more of that snow coming around. Now, the streets department says if you'd like to make sure that your street gets plowed quicker and faster when that snow comes back around, make sure you and your neighbors follow the odd-even parking rules. Following last week's snowstorms, the city of Erie wanted to remind people of the importance of their snow removal process on city streets.
When we get into the snow removal time, we're going to go through either salting first, 7 salt runs that we put out, and then if the snow picks up, we'll go into plowing main runs, and then obviously our odd even parking. That is the huge one. If it's between 8 and 4 and we're getting significant snow, we're going to be in those areas trying to get them open.
Now, obviously on a day like today, there's not a whole lot of snow to worry about removing, but the city does want to reassure people. When winter does come, they are ready. But how can you help make plow drivers' jobs easier when the snow hits? Bureau Chief of the City of Erie Streets Department, Jeff Gibbons, explains.
It usually comes down to parking. It's not a staffing issue or anything like that. It's usually our guys or ladies will call in saying, hey, I can't get down this street. We didn't plow this one because there's cars in the way. Now, if you live in a section that doesn't have odd even parking, trying to park on one side of the street is the best thing to do. That way we can at least get one side done and you can get your car to the other side because our plows will be coming back the other way. Trying to do your due diligence with that, or parking in your driveway or a neighbor's driveway if we get a lot of snow.
And Gibbons says, if needed, they can call on other departments to help clear the streets.
If things were to get really, really bad, we would employ using other employees from different departments if we had to. We've never had to get to that point. Even when we had that lot of snow about 4 years ago, we were still able to maintain what we had to do with the employees we had.
Now, the Streets Department also adds to make sure that snowplows don't push any snow onto your driveway to cover up or shovel out a little bit of snow before your driveway actually begins, where they can put the snow so your driveway doesn't get blocked. Live in front of the studio, Tom Kowalski, Erie News Now.